I think my job sometimes involves more publicity than it does acting, which is actually not even I enjoy that, and I'm learning to value it more and more. Like for instance, on the show that I'm on now, there's a lot to be said about the conversation around a show like this, where I don't know if you know anything about it, but I'm playing a serial killer, and at a time when I think we're probably all too forgiving of a certain class of people and not enough of many others. I play a guy who's very charming and who people tend to like, but is ultimately very violent. And so I think, to have an elevated conversation around this sort of show is really important. And I've been so pleasantly surprised, not surprised, but I've been so pleased to see the way everyone's willing to, like the publicity around it is just very elevated, and it's been very effective, I think, in communicating a deeper message for this show. Some of the best advice I ever got probably was when this was before she was actually my publicist, when I had another publicist, but she advised me to not wear a pair of briefs underwear on the cover of New York Magazine, which, like, because I was in them, and then and my at the time, again, she was not my publicist, but she was just like, you don't have to do that. And I was 20 years old, and I was like, okay. So that was the beginning of a long-standing relationship, I think.